Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It is 3 o'clock, actually 3:04. We have kids conferences today. And it just dawned on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a conference at 4 that I have to get to for my youngest. So this is why we have to do the live early today. But several of you guys put questions in for Talk About It Tuesday, which is fantastic. Um, I'm excited. So let's see. First, let me share this into the Bling Boutique. Make this go into there. And all right, that is posted. Also, you know what we really should be looking at is if that the Celine necklace is still available. Hey Sherry, hey Callie. Because you guys, we are 3 orders away from doing a $200 shopping spree. Yeah, that's fantastic, right? Why is my thing like that? Okay, sorry. My Facebook on my iPad looks all weird. But we are 3 orders away from a $200 shopping spree. Now, if you are a part of a party, you need to shop your party link, okay? Not my personal one. Okay, so if you're a part of a party that's happening right now, make sure that you're using your hostess's link. But let's check out. Okay, the best way to see if something's still available is to just start adding things to my cart. I'm going to go view my cart and let's see what's still at the top. Oh, it is. Okay. So this is a fun thing about our deals of the day and things like that. Well, anytime you add something to your cart, stop. Anytime you add something to your cart, at the top here, I'm trying to hold my iPad, you will see 2 items at the top that say that's Hope necklace and then the Celine necklace, and those are still available. So you just click on it and it'll automatically add it to your cart. And then you can also click on the deal of the day, add that to the cart. It's 1 per order, so not per customer, per order. So yeah, so those 2, Hope and the Celine, I want to say Selena, but it's Celine. The Celine necklace, I should be wearing the Celine today. Oh my gosh, what am I thinking? Because I love that one. And then the Hope necklace is still available, you guys, at checkout, all right? So 3 more orders and we're going to do a $200 shopping spree that's only valid through tomorrow, Wednesday. All right. And tomorrow, Wednesday's live, I will probably have to push it a little bit early because I got to go do my choir directing thing. All right, we have a couple questions in a couple different spots. So let's get to Talk About It Tuesday. People submitted questions asking me about my business and things like that. And so here we go. Miss Sharon wants to know, does Parkland provide stylists with neck boards, bracelets, and pillows for displaying and things like that? They don't. However, hi Melvin. Melvin's giving me his Kong, you guys. Here you go. Go get it. They don't provide that for us. But this is the one beautiful thing about our business is that we leaders have weekly prizes that we give our stylists when we hit certain goals and things like that. Got slobber right on my. Okay. But we leaders get weekly prizes, hazards of having a mastiff. Okay. Prizes. And one of the prizes I give is jewelry display items. So a lot of times that's something that you can earn through just your leader and things like that. So they don't necessarily provide those items to us when we sign up. So great question. All right, now let me go to the other post here. Amy, this may be odd or silly. Listen, okay. There's no odd or silly question. I don't even want to use the dumb word, okay? There's no such thing as an odd or silly question, all right? Does Parkland do repairs on their jewelry? No. Okay, they don't. Also, if you were to lose one earring in a set, does Park Lane sell single earrings? No. If you lose an earring, my friend, message me. Send me a message. If you ever lose an earring that you know you got from me at a party, just send me a message and I will try to work something out for you because I don't want you to be with just one earring. Although that was a trend at one point to have one earring different than the other. Okay, Linda B wants to know how long is the warranty good for? Good question. So that's a really great one that we haven't talked about in a long time. So we have an unconditional guarantee on our jewelry for the life of the piece. That's really important. For the life of the piece, there's an unconditional guarantee. So for as long as we have that piece, we can get a replacement. If it's past 120 days, there might be a restocking fee or something like that. But what it comes down to is if you bought something from me and you have a problem with it or something's wrong with it, then you message me and be like, Seisha, this happened. What can we do about it? And then I will help figure something out for you. Okay. Like more communication is best. I think that's what we've learned over the last month is communication, right? Just talk to me because the last thing I want to happen is to hear that you've been disappointed with something because something happened to it when I could easily fix the problem. Okay, so message me. But it is a lifetime guarantee. Okay, for the life of the piece. All right, which current pieces do you think are the most universal gifts for everyone? That's by Jennifer, as in mother-in-law, friends, teachers, etc. That's a really great question, Jen. Okay, so I'm going to suggest a few things. I did peek at these questions, so I kind of already prepped in my brain. I would suggest a few things because it kind of depends on the background and what they're into and things like that. So for one, this sacred necklace, this side sacred necklace is a fantastic gift. And plus, it's 22 and a half off. 22 and a half off. So the price point is great on it. But some people don't like to wear crosses. Okay. But this one makes a really fantastic gift. So think about Sunday school teachers, or maybe you are in Catholic school or a Christian school or anything like that. These are fantastic way to a fantastic gift for one. Okay. A little bit, that one's a little bit more on the contemporary side. So age wise, I would maybe towards the younger demographic, they like those. But other ones that I think are great universal gifts is the Foxy for sure. The Foxy necklace is a fantastic classic gift because you have that iconic quatrefoil design with that fluted, which by the way, I got my nails redone today. Thank goodness, they were looking bad. And I noticed that my nail lady had actually a bracelet on, just like our Foxy necklace. And I bet, well, she probably got it overseas where she could get it less, but I'm sure that was a name brand item. And it's like, my goodness, I wonder how much you paid for it because our Foxy pieces aren't that expensive. However, I'm like, ooh, that would be a nice bracelet to add to our collection too. But the Foxy, I don't think you can go wrong with as a universal gift. Also, depending on if they love silver, this Monroe is also a really fabulous gift. If you're looking for a gift for like a 20-some or younger, you could do the sideways cross, or you could do this Conrad necklace. That's really great. The veil is classic, and the look of real as well is fantastic. So the veil is great. Also the halo necklace. So it's a different spin on the veil, right? The halo. Okay, why aren't you going in here? The halo necklace is a little less than veil, but this one would be a fabulous gift as well. Okay. Again, if you're going for silver and they love crosses, you definitely have the prayer necklace. So those are great gifts. The Lana necklaces in general are a really great go-to as well. You notice I'm mainly doing necklaces, right? I usually, depending on their style, you can definitely gift earrings as well. Impression earrings, hazy hoops, those are really great. The where'd it go? It all kind of depends on their style. So sometimes, if you need suggestions for gifts, this might be a weird thing to ask, but if you need suggestions for gifts and you're shopping for a specific person, you can always send me their picture, or you can start analyzing what they wear in their pictures that they post on social media. Or this is what I do with my kids as teachers. I really pay attention to the color of jewelry they're wearing and the style. I actually make little side notes to myself so I know when it comes time where I'm like, okay, it's Valentine's Day, let's give her a random gift, or any of that stuff. That's why I try to steer in the same kind of general category that they like to go for. That was a lot of answers. Okay. Yes, it's a veil. It's a go-to. I know. And yeah, Sherry, exactly. You wear all of them. Exactly. See, that's the beautiful thing about it all. There was another one that I was going to suggest. Oh, I showed these off on my party last night. The Wren earrings. We've had these for a couple seasons now. These are a great gift. And the perk to getting something in a pack like this, it can be 3 gifts in one. So say you order the Wren set. Maybe you have now a set of hoops for the grandma, another set of hoops for the aunt, and maybe a little pair of studs for the cousin. Like, you have 3 gifts in one when you get these kind of packs, okay? We also have the pack of wheat earrings, the Carmilla earrings, the Sloan earrings. All of those, whenever you can get things like 3-in-1s, those are your go-to things for gifts because separate them out. Okay. And if you ever need extra earring cards, just let me know. Wren is a great set. I know. Veil with the Esme chain. You're right. Okay. Jessica, what's the favorite thing that Park Lane offers? Jessica L asked me that. I think there's a lot. There's a lot of favorite things that Park Lane offers. Okay, for one of my favorite things they offer for you guys as customers is they let you get brand new pieces of jewelry at a discount. Like, there's no rules with that, right? So meaning the honeycomb came out, the honeycomb necklace and all that stuff. You can immediately get that necklace for $35 when you use the sale. And that's a brand new spanking piece. $100 and some odd necklace, and you're getting it for $35. I just love the fact that they allow you to do those kind of sales on brand new pieces, because that is pretty much unheard of. When you go to the retail store, you can't use your coupon on the least expensive item or the most expensive item, right? They don't allow those coupons to go for the most. The coupons always apply to the least expensive item. Oh, that's crappy. So that's another favorite thing that I love with Park Lane is that you can apply that coupon to the big high-priced items at all times, which is fantastic. But also, secondary to that, I love the Hostess program. The Hostess program is mind-blowing, you guys. Absolutely mind-blowing, and seriously the best out of the direct selling industry, because for one, when you host with Park Lane, you get a Hostess thank you gift, and a Hostess thank you gift is a bonus buy. So any item you can get for $35. Okay, that's perk number 1. Perk number 2 for the Hostess program is that you unlock 4 items at half off that you can get. So grab a couple things at half off if you want. Hostess perk number 3 is you can get whatever style drops that you want. All right. So you can buy style drops as a Hostess. You don't have to purchase 40 to unlock that style drop. So that's a really big perk to our Hostesses as well. And then lastly is the free credit. So, when I was with the previous company, it was based on percentage. But this company, it's based on number of orders, not percentage. So they make it very simple to understand how you get your free jewelry credit. So with every single order that comes in on your party link, you get $20 in free jewelry, regardless of however much that person spends. So say somebody just got an impression pair earring, an impression earring, okay, for $30. Maybe they bought one of these for $30. Okay. You're going to get $20 in free jewelry credit based off her order once you have a qualified party, right? All right. And then it just goes up from there. So say you as a hostess, you collect 10 separate orders of impression earrings. That's a $300 party because they're all $30, right? That's a $300 party. And Park Lane is now going to give you $400 in free jewelry credit because your free jewelry credit per order doubles to $40 per order instead of 20, all because you hit 10 separate orders. 10 orders for a $30 pair earring, $300 party for Park Lane, but you, my friends, get $400 in free jewelry. That's insane. Like, really. Like that's another thing that I love about Park Lane. I mean, there's so many things, but okay. Kathy wants to know, do I make money monthly on Sparkle Box orders? Great question, Kathy. Okay. Sparkle boxes are different for us as a stylist. Sparkle boxes count towards our bonuses that we earn. Like once you hit an executive level, where I'm at, you start to earn like weekly bonuses on top of your paycheck and things like that. Sparkle boxes count towards those weekly bonuses. And it counts for our trip. It counts for a lot of different other things, but we do not get paid on them. So they are still beneficial though, very beneficial to our business because it does help us hit those reward levels and bonuses and trip points and all sorts of things. So they are super important. Okay, so I don't mind not making money on them, honestly, because I'm still getting credit for them. It's helping me hit all my goals. And then Teresa wants to know, what's your go-to app calendars to keep track of all that you do daily, weekly, or is it something provided by Park Lane? That's a really great, honest question. Let me see. Do I have? I do. Okay. I had this suggestion, and maybe one of you guys could use this. But I was having this conversation probably like, I want to say 6 months ago with a leader team, and I was losing track of what to do when, or my cup overfloweth. I would still make a huge to-do list, and sometimes the more is on your to-do list, the less that you do. Like, right? They'd say, word on the street is, this is kind of a proven thing, that if you write down 5 things on a to-do list before you go to bed, your mind is already working on your to-do list while you're sleeping, and you are more productive the next day. All right. And you tackle those 5 things first and foremost on your next day. So I am very good at like writing things down the night before and clearing my head and looking at it like, okay, that's what I need to tackle tomorrow and such. But my leader, one of the fellow leaders, suggested these awesome notepads. I love and adore. I use them every day. These notepads that say today, I date, and then my top priorities. You notice there's 4 top priorities, right, that I need to get done. And then this usually gets filled up with other things too. But it also has a for tomorrow, and then don't forget, and a note section down here, so you can use them as you want. Yes, I get this on Amazon. There are packs of 3s of them. I use them all the time to keep myself like on track as to what I need to get done, when I need to get it done. And it's incredibly helpful. So as far as apps go, I love to write things down. So maybe that's why, like, I love paper. I still have a paper calendar. I'm 45. I have a paper calendar. I cannot live completely on electronics. Give me an amen in the comment section if that's you. I mean, and yes, there is something. Somebody just wrote something about yes, you're a list person. there is something to be said when you get to check it off or cross it off your list. It does something to your brain. Like it seriously, it's gratifying. The other thing is that I tried this method. It didn't quite work, probably because my to-do list was always more than 5. But if you write a task on a Post-it note, and as soon as your task is done, you crumple it up and throw it in the garbage. And that way you're like, yes, I got done with that. And it's like gratifying to watch it go in the trash. So anyways, now we're talking about like business strategies, but like that's super helpful for me. And things that also get put on that list are my kids' conferences that happen at 4 today. And then the other conferences that happen later in the night. So super, super productive. However, yes, I do paper calendar, but however, we have a shared family calendar. And that's when I write in my appointments. So my husband knows, he is well aware, because his calendar is ever changing all the time too. And he'll maybe have to work someday. And he's like, I checked our calendar. It doesn't look like you need me. So I'm going to have to go into work and blah, blah, blah. So like we do have that shared family calendar on our phones, which talks to my iPad, which talks to my computer, all the things. But the paper calendar helps me. The paper to do helps me greatly as a business person. So yeah. Any other final questions? I think that was the last one on that post. Pretty sure. Yep, that was the last one on that post, you guys. All right. So couple quick reminders for you guys, is that, oh, God, amen. Yes. I know my paper to-do list is so productive. 100% so productive. And because it's constantly right there in front of me. And I just like the fact I'm checking things off and it just feels great. And then rewrite what things that you left over on the next page before you go to bed. So you have a clear, concise of what your day is going to look like. It is so helpful for productivity. Okay. All right, friends. That's the life for today. We are 3 orders away from a $200 shopping spree drawing, by the way. Only 3 orders. Doesn't matter what size they are. 3 more orders go in before tomorrow. We're going to get a $200 shopping spree in, okay? For those 10 people who have placed orders so far. But yay! All right, friends, that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. And I'll catch you right here tomorrow earlier because I got to go do my choir directing thing with a bunch of kids at church Wednesday evening. So, all right, catch you early tomorrow. See you later.